A good Erev Shabbos to you, and I hope you're all well. Firstly, Mazel Tovs this week. Mazel Tov to James Buckman and Debbie Waterman on their forthcoming wedding, to Gabrielle and Adrian Marks on the birth of a grandson, and to Bella and Leon Silverton on the occasion of their golden wedding anniversary, and to anyone else who's celebrating a birthday anniversary in the coming week. We wish Refuah Shalem a full and speedy recovery to anybody who's unwell. We wish Aricha Shamim long life to Elaine Barnett on the sad passing of her husband Alan Barnett, and to anyone who's observing a Yortzeit in the coming week. Friends, I have to admit that I'm a little bit sad today. Now, I don't need your sympathy, but it's just that Hanukkah, which I love so much, is nearly over. Well, the good news is that I definitely feel that I've eaten enough donuts to keep me going until next year. Because the truth is, no one eats donuts at any other time of the year except for Hanukkah. Do you ever go into a bakery and think, I really fancy a donut? No, because we all just look at them and think, that looks nice, but it's just a ball of cholesterol and sugar. And then during the rest of the year, does anyone shopping in Morrison's think, I wish they sold kosher donuts in here? Like honey cake is with Rosh Hashanah, Hamantashen with Purim, and cheesecake with Shavuos, donuts are synonymous with Hanukkah. And what symbol is most associated with Hanukkah? Well, of course, it has to be the menorah, or more accurately, the Chanukiah, that represents this festival as the central mitzvah of Hanukkah is to light it to remember the miracle of the oil. And so iconic is the menorah that it's probably second only to the Magen David as the most recognizable Jewish symbol. The menorah, as we know, is incorporated in the emblem of the state of Israel, based on the depiction of the menorah on the Arch of Titus. And also many shuls and Jewish buildings around the world are identifiable with a menorah and decorated with them. But I'd like to suggest that there's another object on Hanukkah that possesses an equally powerful symbolism. It's the dreidel, or savivon. Now, unfortunately, it tends to get overlooked as just a children's toy. Now, its backstory, as we know, begins at the time of the Syrian Greeks' rule over Israel, which set off the Maccabean revolt that culminated in the Hanukkah miracle. And according to tradition, as we say in Alanissim, Lahashkicham Torah Secha, they forbade us. Learning Torah was outlawed by the enemy, and it was a crime punishable by death. And so Jewish children resorted to hiding in caves in order to study. And if a Greek patrol approached, the children would pull out their dreidels and pretend to be playing a game. Now that's a cute story, but it misses a far more profound message. You see, the dreidel symbolizes ingenuity, the quality of being clever and inventive. And that attitude sees not just the problem, but also looks for a solution. It's a mindset that refuses to be defeated. And the Jews at the time of the Syrian Greeks faced an existential threat, not a physical one, but a spiritual one. We were forbidden to study Torah and practice it, and we were in real danger, because as Rabbi Chapper puts it, a Jew without Torah is like a fish out of water. We just won't survive. And so what did they do? Well, they devised an ingenious system, brilliant in its simplicity as all the best ideas are. They would secretly learn Torah, but they would pretend to be playing a game with a spinning top so as not to be discovered. And it was this indomitable spirit that ensured the delivery of Zaydim biyad oskei soratecha, insolent sinners, the Syrian Greeks, into the hands of diligent students of your Torah. And so the dreidel is, in fact, a symbol of Jewish determination to carry on, to find a way to continue with Judaism and Jewish life. And that's why it can be no coincidence that the dreidel, this symbol of ingenuity, has customarily had 4 letters, Nun, Gimel, Hey, and Shin, embossed on it. Nes Gadol Hayasham, a great miracle happened there. Now, of course, this refers to the miracle of the oil lasting 8 days. And if we think about it, the relighting of the menorah was also a tremendous display of resolve to restore Jewish practice as soon as possible. But why are these letters printed on the dreidel? What miracle is associated with this? Well, Bob Richards, the American former athlete, minister, and politician, once said, "Ingenuity plus courage plus work equals miracles." When our back's against the walls and the odds are stacked against us, when we're determined to find solutions, to go the extra mile, to be resourceful and creative, then anything's possible, even miracles. This Hanukkah, we've seen tremendous resourcefulness that's ensured that we could celebrate whilst observing the restrictions. And the truth is, since this all began, the community has shown incredible imagination and creativity so that Jewish life can continue. And as individuals, we've found a spirit within us to achieve what we never thought possible, to do things that we never dreamed of doing before. And so I say at this moment, let the dreidel be a constant reminder to us to maintain that mindset in our whole approach to Judaism. To say that nothing is too hard for us, that we're capable of more than we realized, and that with ingenuity, courage, and hard work, we'll also see our own personal miracles. Shabbos.